Ready, break.
Love going to throw right away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
Regular. Hurry. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after.
And now the rookie's free. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints are able to move back in front.
Just an unbelievable start, less than a minute in. They're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. there will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. So
there he goes, left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Kene Nwangu, 96 yards.
And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember,
there he goes, left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
touchdown. Kene Nwangu doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going back to Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the 1st.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Love now.
He completes it to Olave.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. Touchdown! Michael Thomas from 10 yards out.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown Panthers.
Kene Nwangu.
67 yards.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready up?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on second and long. Love throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll go right back to the Wangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Love now to pass on first down. Olave holds it in. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mayfield down. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be... Start at the 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown.
Kene Nwangu. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. First down, going to the air with Love. Open man downfield is Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Love, they go play action now. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Watch out now. 52. Bam. Cycle. Right through.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Ready, ready. 6, 7.
Love to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Read back. Watch out.
To the air again, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 3rd down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 21-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Touchdown, Panthers. Andy Isabella, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Off the play fake, Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding the nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down, Love to pass.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some.
And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Hey, red. Red.
Following the interception, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down, Love. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
On the give is Nwangu.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest since I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the cyber block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters in the game of ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lips. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me put your kids back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, you turn it up. Oh, a little louder, turn it up. Oh, a little louder, turn it